if the peace of the country and the collective good of the country will be threatened, irrespective of what that classified document may hold, don't you think it is better kept so that the peace of the country is protected, so that the greater good of the country is achieved, than leaking these documents at the detriment of the collective good and national peace, unity, cohesion, you name it, of the country?
I tell you that we are where we are now at the precipice and looking for straws, looking for things to hold on to, trying to make the air solid to grab, because certain persons who had the aura of gods had made people who should speak up to be afraid to even speak up without even going to classified information, the things that we know. I want to challenge you with this, what I'm going to say. The things that are in public domain, if they were to be written, it will carry almost 5x. There are things that are very urgent or classified. We have symbols to identify them. You understand? But they are available to us. Classified things. And the injury we are suffering from them, those kind of things we see in document that has to do with the amount, can never equate. They are not even classified. There are too many classified things in public domain. Citizens are not even using them up. So the challenge is not even the classified information. The challenge is making use, working with what is available. That's the reality. And you ask me, what are those classified things? You are aware that the greatest problem of Nigeria is corruption.
Of course.
And you are aware that those monies stolen and looted, that they have records, the crude oil stolen, the fuel subsidy scam, which Mr. President has declared was perpetuated by the elite of elites, which he does not want to be part of them. There are records. What other thing will be more classified than that? Have we impressed upon Mr. President that we want these persons proved? We want to recover these monies. You are aware that our citizens in diaspora, Nigerians, including people from Akwa Ibom State, they send money every day to their loved ones, to their dependents.
Remittances.
And they come in dollars, pounds, euros, Dutch marks. Are you aware that at some point, the banks will not give you the dollar that is sent to you? They'll convert it to Naira and keep it, which means that the banks have access to dollars which Nigeria is looking for.
There was something you and I recall one of those occasions, those sessions okay. I had with you on radio.
Okay.
And you told me of this very prominent member of the House of Reps, very vocal.
EJ former.
I don't know if he's still active, who went to Brekete session
okay.
to speak about
okay.
one of the frauds,
stamp,
one of the corruption.
Stamp duties.
Stamp duty. Stamp duty.
Honorable
Kazaure. So that may be another classified information.
No,
especially the stamp duties, because I know he made a lot of noise about that. And that information has not been used yet.
You are the one adding it up for me now. Thank you. Classified because a committee was set up by Mr. President. Then, and then a consultant who had access to that information, I just heard that recently, was made the chairman. He was given the job to do along the line. That thing was terminated. And by the time they had access to Mr. President, a committee was set up with the same man as chairman, with Gazaure as secretary. And people who may likely be the beneficiaries of that thing said, you cannot make this same man the chairman. So we don't recognize this committee. And because of how some people were playing around with the intelligence of our former president and with some of the things he wasn't aware of, the man never hid his inadequacies, give it to him. So Till tomorrow, Gazare will still tell you the trillions and account numbers and monies in those accounts, and the banks are mentioned. It will be ungodly to see such corruption and keep quiet. So, I've said, information available in public already from even our leaders are so classified, they are not supposed to have been heard or known, but they are heard and known, but we are not using it. It's time to use these informations.
So listen, as we conclude this conversation, as we're talking about managing classified information, your part in short, especially on what can be managed, what should be managed, and what shouldn't be managed when we talk about classified informations.
First of all, we are in a state of emergency.
So nothing should be managed?
There are things will fly from any angle. The more you want to hide, the more.
Don't forget also,
yes,
in the spur of the moment, you have a lot of fakes. A lot of the information, a lot of leaks that we've seen. Not every one of them has been genuine. You can confirm that.
It will be left to you to say which one came to public domain that was not genuine. I tell you sincerely, respect Nigerians. In fact, I've always said, the world should not judge Nigerian citizens by the quality of their leaders. We are too blessed, we are too gifted. Let the world not judge you and I because of the quality of our leaders. So, this is a state of emergency. If you know your hands are not clean, get ready, because any day the people will demand accountability, and like it or not, those documents will be in public domain. That is one, too. Because we need to salvage the country. I am not a party person. We must help governments at all levels with ideas that will help them to do the right thing, because already the classified informations which were supposed to have been hidden from public are available officially from our leaders, that they don't know what to do again. That is, there can be no more classified information than that. Helplessness. Remember yesterday, GO, they call him Daddy GO, ADBN said, this is final. We have to pray.
Spiritual intervention.
Spiritual intervention. I tell you sincerely, I am against that. Why? The church leaders do not run their large congregations globally with prayers. Hands on. No matter the number of branches they have, no matter some fraudulent pastors they have in their midst, they know all of them and they know what to do with the next one. They get results. You set standard, you demand productivity, you get records, they don't sleep. Ask me, how many personal aides does ADBN have? Some of them are professors. They are PA, SA on education, SA on this. Are you aware that one of the prominent churches, they don't take light in their camp? Yeah.
Citizen, let's conclude this
247 light.
We're totally out of time.
You need to speak to the matter. Address people. Desmond Tutu did not just call for prayers. He was categorical on what should be done to free South Africa. So it's not time for prayers. It's time to call a spade by its name to help our leaders, some who came to power without preparation. Because we are 9 months now from state to federal.
So invariably, as you conclude that, you will be submitting that at this juncture, no information should be hidden.
We are in a state of emergency.
Whether it's in the public domain or
we
not,
need all
whether it's classified, all information's on the table.
We need it now.
To salvage the situation.
Salvage situation.
All right.